like different nachos?
Oh, there we go.
Hey!
All right, hello, you're listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. It's a very interesting Friday.
It is.
Going 90 miles an hour in life.
You ain't
with
kidding.
Things.
I'm still trying to get sorted back out in my life this week.
I'm Caleb.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jeremy.
Rachel, why do you have sunglasses on?
Because I'm one cool cat.
All right.
By saying that, you've just hand them over.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So,
no.
today we'll have your movie and a little bit of anime news in there too. Finally found some.
Just a dash.
Just a
What's
dash.
anime?
What's
Kidding.
an anime?
Yeah, what's an anime?
Then we'll have your video game news, and then after that we'll have your nerd vocab and tech news and stuff.
Hooray!
Yay! Oh, goodness gracious. All right, Rachel, what's going on with the... Oh, that's the anime news.
Do you want me to talk about it, or do you...
Yeah, you could start.
Okay,
Yeah, go for it.
This season's round of anime has started. I don't know how to pronounce that. Lance and Masks,
Just
I guess.
try your best.
It sounds vaguely French. Heavy Object. That's
a thing.
That's very descriptive.
Jeremy's favorite.
Another one is Noragami. A new one, I guess.
Yay.
It has a
The
second
second
title.
season.
Noragami
Noragami.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Yeah,
yes.
you should watch
and then
Noragami. I'm just
Young
saying.
Blackjack. I don't know what that means,
I
but
don't
okay.
either.
With old
but-
blackjack.
Yes.
We're just telling you.
Or Jack Black. I mean, the asterisk war. Okay.
Yeah,
Are we?
Sounds
are
like
we?
an anime.
No. Like, are we?
The
no.
war was juicing. It has to be asterisks.
No. Or it's a particularly profane anime, so it has to be asterisk.
How many people are yelling at us right now?
Probably, I don't know. Then one just is called K, Return of Kings, Chivalry
Yeah, okay.
Chivalry of the Failed Knight, Haiku, second season.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the...
Attack on Titan Junior High.
All right, now hold on.
Because
Wait,
why
wait.
finish
All right,
the story?
Yes, wait. Hold
No. They actually released a trailer for the legitimate season 2. I watched it, and it was like leaked online from some
Really?
big meeting.
Except we're getting junior high school instead.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
no.
In the meantime, that's
Yeah,
what we're
you
getting.
get to watch little tiny chibi...
Are the Titans like the football team picking on everybody else now?
They should be, but no.
They're like in middle school literally, and it's I'm just like, yeah, we're just gonna milk this franchise for all it's worth. Here's all the spin-offs.
No, but
Well,
like
speaking of spinoffs,
let me tell you guys. No, the new trailer is just nuts. You should totally go look at it online. You remember the priest in season 1 that's all like nuts about everything, and he's so secret. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that guy. No, they hang him off the side of the wall.
Oh,
And you remember how? Spoiler alert, guys! Spoiler alert! If you haven't watched all of season 1,
shut
there is
your ears off or
there
something.
is a Titan in the wall, and so now they're wondering: is all the walls made up of Titans? So
yeah, that explains I should have finished the last couple episodes. Dang it.
yeah, so. Yeah. Next is going to be Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans.
I can't believe they're still making Gundam stuff.
I don't know.
I thought
Really?
it was
This-
like forever.
It's really popular, let me tell you.
Well,
and
the premise is usually the same, but they have different stories of it. There's not like one long, Mobile Suit Gundam thing. So
And the next one is, it's still really popular over there in Japan. I mean, one of my favorite artists from over there literally knows every word of the entire first season of the original Gundam. Like, I'm not even kidding. He can quote it on the fly.
That's dedication.
He's a
right
little
there.
obsessed.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of Gundam stuff in the house. I absolutely love the series.
And then Comet Lucifer. Okay.
Concrete
Concrete Revolution. Revolutio.
Revolutio.
I
You're
was
like,
just-
you're
I was-
like, Caleb, you didn't finish the title. No, it's Revolutio.
No. I was about to just leave it without the N on the end. I mean, that's what it's spelled like, right?
Sure.
Next is One Punch Man, which
It's
my
a
friend.
superhero.
Yeah, well, my friend David talked to me about it last night, and he was like, "No, Rachel, you don't understand. You need to watch One Punch Man." And I was like, "Okay, I haven't watched it yet, but more on
It's
that
done by
later."
the guys from Dragon Ball Z. That's one punch will do the whole season.
It literally.
Just,
And then the next is not to be confused with Staryu, but Starmu. I don't know what that is, but okay. Mr. Osamatsu and The Perfect Insider. I don't know. That's a lot of animes.
So, if you know any of those, or if you're a big anime fan, those are what's started this fall.
Yep.
So, just to let you know, so that you're on the up and up in case you don't check your anime news sites every day or something like that. I don't know.
Who knows?
So, tell us about Warner Bros. And DC.
Warner Brothers?
Yeah. One of you tell us about it.
So, Warner Brothers is reportedly moving ahead with their long gestating. See, I can't read.
Do you want me to do this?
No, hold on. I'll get it. Justice League Dark movie.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
It's been around for a while.
can we
Yeah,
not have a
they're-
Justice League Light first?
Aren't they doing...
They've already done this.
well,
It's Justice League.
yeah. Aren't they doing like some kind of mini movie cartoony things with that right now, though? Justice League Dark?
Not really. They're working on some of the stuff with Justice League Dark. The more recent one that came out was kind of like an alternate world where different people were the Justice League.
And all I know is that Batman's a vampire. That's all I know.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, and
that one was different.
and the monster.
The monster
That's
ones.
the monster one.
Yeah.
Gods and monsters.
Of Gods and Men or something like that. I don't know.
No,
but
God.
That's
and
that
Monsters.
one. That's actually a different one because
Okay.
that's the first time they've done an animated one that has its own original story. It's not based off an original graphic novel.
as you can tell, I'm not DC at all.
I do DC, Marvel, whatever.
I'm more Marvel. But anyway, it's also
Yeah.
going to be known as Dark Universe, right?
Yep, and Guillermo del Toro will no longer direct the movie. But
Good.
it's-
He can direct the Haunted Mansion movie then. Yeah.
Again, didn't we just have one of those?
We're not going to talk about the Eddie Murphy one.
Okay, all right. We
As
don't
great
talk
as the
about that.
effects were, and as great as the story was, it could have been better.
Both of
Why?
which could be debated.
Why Hattie? Because Hattie's back.
But is still aboard to produce the DC comic adaptations. A task that will see him getting a assist from an Oscar winner Hollywood heavyweight. Which is who?
I don't know.
Who is that? Famed producer Scott Rudin.
Rudin.
See, I can't read. Rudin. He directed
Rudin.
like Steve Jobs and The Social Network and No Country for Old Men, which I hear
Good
is
movie.
it's a pretty good movie. And is said to have come aboard the project. So there you go.
Factoid, though.
Yeah. Oh.
Rudin was the inspiration for Kevin Spacey's raging, demoralizing producer character in the movie Swimming with Sharks.
That's a movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's probably not the best review of a person.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. He's a very interesting guy. Air quotes on the interesting.
Wow.
Jeremy,
Oh.
what else is going
All
on?
right. Well, moving on from another thing of making something from nothing.
Oh.
Another old television show is being dusted off and given a new life. CBS announced that they're rebooting MacGyver with Furious 7 director James Wan slated to direct the pilot. Colorists interested. I'm probably the only one here old enough to remember when it first aired and watched it as it came out. So,
I watched it as a child, but not as it came out.
but was it
I've heard
reruns?
about it.
Yes.
Yeah, Nick at Night was your friend.
Nick at
All
Night
right,
is
so-
always my friend.
According to CBS via Entertainment Weekly, the new MacGyver will be a revised concept rather than any sort of continuation of the existing show. A reimagining of the television series of the same name, following a 20-something MacGyver as he gets recruited into a clandestine organization where he uses his knack for solving problems in unconventional ways to help prevent disasters from happening. He has to at least once disarm a nuclear bomb with a paperclip.
Yes.
Got to do that again. That has to happen.
That has to happen.
And a bomb with chewing gum. Mm-hmm. So,
And then Mythbusters can just sit there and shake their head.
oh, that'd be fantastic. They should be on one.
Ooh, they need a cameo.
CBS has had quite a bit of success with another 80s reboot, Hawaii Five-0, which was
so
given a
good.
6th season earlier this year, and a number of other shows such as X-Files and Twin Peaks will be returning to the airwaves in the coming months. Now, the difference with those two, the X-Files and Twin Peaks, is they are direct continuations
Right.
from the earlier. Hawaii Five-0 and MacGyver will be complete reboots.
Now, mind you, Hawaii Five-0 has actually had some cameos and appearances of people from the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not like continuing with the original happened.
No, and I don't know. They kind of alluded to it a little bit, but not really. It was one of those like on-screen cameos with obvious joke that this is the person from
They should
there.
do a 21 Jump Street style.
Oh my God. No, man. This is the age of the reboot. Age of the reboot.
Yeah, instead of making a new show out of nothing, they're just going to take what they have and remake it. How
Yeah.
very not MacGyver.
Yay! How wonderful.
I don't know. It could be interesting. Some of the newer shows, if they do it right.
Hey, you never know. I mean, I'm excited for a couple of sequels that are going to be coming soon. So
I always
that's
had fun of
me.
the people that would go through and try and see if the science behind what they did, like it was even possible, just to see if it could be done. Some of it's actually pretty creative.
Yeah. Okay, so next up, minor spoiler warning, by the way. Marvel has added another film to Phase 3. Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's actually one title, is going to be released on July 6, 2018, unless it's pushed forward or pushed back. We don't know. One of the scenes that plays during the end credits of Ant-Man sets up Hope as the new Wasp, with Pym revealing a new prototype costume he was working on with his late wife.
Spoilers.
Yeah, well, I did say
I know.
spoiler warning.
I know.
The sequel marks the first Marvel Studios film named after its heroine. Ant-Man will be seen next in Civil War, which is the Captain America movie coming up, and it's going to come out on May 6, 2016.
Fun.
Yeah.
I loved Ant-Man, so I'm looking forward to
It
it.
was a great movie.
I
I
have yet
enjoyed
to
it
see
a
it.
lot.
Actually, my wife just finally got to watch Avengers Age of Ultron last night.
Oh, so did my parents. I told my mom, say hi to James Spader's voice, and she goes, oh my God, that is James Spader.
He was so made for Ultron.
He's so made for any villainous role. I mean, that voice though. We
Fair
need to find a voice clip of him and play it because
That's just the new opening. It's just lines of
Wow.
him talking.
exactly.
No.
So
Wait. Oh.
yeah, Caleb,
anime.
this is more of your thing.
Anime.
So go ahead.
All right, more anime. Guess what? So, the popular anime series Sword Art Online is getting a movie adaptation. If you don't know about Sword Art, you probably don't know about anime because it is quite popular. And we played 2 songs that are actually the theme from the first go-round of...
I guess that would be me because I have no idea what it is.
Poor Jeremy.
I know actually a pretty good amount of anime. I've just never watched Sword Art Online.
I've tried to, but Netflix is really, really slow about putting their stuff up, and Crunchyroll makes me passive aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't want to read everything.
I tried
Neither do I.
Crunchyroll, but,
I'm glad we agree on
so-
something, Jeremy.
I didn't like Crunchyroll
Sony
either.
sucks.
Yeah.
So, anyways, A1 Pictures revealed at the Dengeki Bukuno Autumn Festival this weekend. Wow.
Dengeki Bunko. It's
Okay.
okay. Just
Sound out your words.
Yeah, just
I'm
pause
just
before
confused.
you say their names, and we'll try to say them.
According to the Sword Art announcement, the film will tell a completely new story written by series creator
Reki Kawahara.
Reki Kawahawa of Kawahawa.
Okay.
Tomohiko Ito.
Yep.
Tomohiko Ito is signed to direct and character designer
Shingo Adachi.
who will return as well. Additional details will be revealed in the next issue of Denki Bunko magazine.
Dengeki Bunko.
Okay.
Bunko, which releases on October 10th. You think with as much
Good
anime,
job.
you think with as much anime I watch, I would know how to pronounce.
You're no longer
these
allowed to do
things.
foreign news.
So great! If you wanted to hear another story about Sword Art, then there you go. They did like a retelling of it on like there's like this Vita game or PlayStation
Yep.
game.
That's not the best way to spread the news on anything.
No, it's not. But there's two actually Vita games that have now been ported to the PS4 that are playable, that are all in Sword Art, and it's literally like you're in Sword Art. Mostly, kind of. The graphics aren't that great. I kind of looked at it. It's all right.
If they're fun to play, that's
They're
fine.
fun though. A little weird, but fun.
So just like Attack on Titan, this popular anime is just getting reworked
So it's
everywhere.
what, junior high?
Yeah, Sword Art Junior
go with
High,
that.
where you get to watch middle schoolers
Just
die.
waiting for the Muppet Babies version.
Oh, goodness. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much that's it for the anime and movie and TV news.
Yep.
Pretty much. Next up, we'll have your video game news.
Yes.
And the song we're gonna play during our little break is "Comeback" by Red.
Oh, good.
And we'll be right back here on the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio.
And we are back here on the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. I am Rachel, and I have next to me my good friend,
Jeremy.
And then in front of us, we have our other good friend.
Hi, I'm Caleb. I'm going to tell you like it is.
Okay.
Well, you were talking.
So it's just
like
me and
this,
you now.
Yep, it is. He's gone.
I'm fired.
He's gone.
Cut him out.
Well,
Cut it out.
No, just him.
Yeah. No.
Jeremy, what's going on with Microsoft?
Oh,
All right.
Microsoft.
Microsoft has revealed Rise of the Tomb Raider will have microtransactions and also given some insight into what DLC we should expect from the Season Pass. On the microtransaction front, the publisher explained that these will take the form of game-modifying items called expedition cards.
I wasn't prepared for
Outside of the main campaign, you'll be able to use these to access better armor and perks or aesthetic differences. Big Head Mode was cited as an example of the latter, while the ability to bandage yourself without using up resources was another. So basically, this is just you paying for cheat codes.
The
I've
end
seen
is
this
nigh.
before.
This is the sign of the apocalypse. We have to go to our underground bunkers.
Wait, there's more.
Yeah, there's more. While in-game credits can be earned to buy these, the quicker way to buy them is with real cash. As for the contents of the leaked $30 Season Pass, the post gives the name of what you'll be getting, along with a brief description of each item. Endurance Mode, survive the extreme conditions of Endurance Mode. Baba Yaga, the Temple of the Witch, explore a new tomb that houses an ancient terror. Cold Darkness Awakened, combat waves of infected predators. In-game content, a steady stream of outfits, weapons, and expedition cards that will be available at launch and continue for more than 4 months.
All right, so...
Speaking of DLC.
Okay, do your thing. I got to think. Go.
Destiny is also going to have microtransactions at some point. No, it's okay. These microtransactions are only for aesthetic differences such as new emotes, new skins, et cetera, et cetera. So you do not they're not going to shove it down your throat or anything like that. And to start it off, they're going to the money you spend is going to be used to buy like silver, and that silver will be used to purchase that. I think it's called silver. I could be wrong.
That basically makes the armor and stuff you work for to kind of have that recognition pointless, because other people can come in and just buy theirs and be like, hey, I didn't do anything for it, but I look just like you do now.
It's not armor. It's an aesthetic difference. It's just shaders and emotes. That's it.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
It's just for aesthetic stuff.
My thing is...
I honestly don't mind that.
Now let me finish.
Microtransactions in a single-player game.
No, Caleb, let me finish. And in addition to that, in Destiny, they're going to provide a steady stream until Destiny 2 or whatever other expansion or whatever other thing they have planned in between now and next fall, which is Destiny 2. They're going to provide a steady stream of brand new story content completely free.
I'm okay with that.
So,
okay, well,
Bungie's, I'm okay with that.
In-game DLC, I'm not upset about if it's done right.
Right. And
if it's stuff like just how your character looks like, what is one of the really popular online games, League of Legends, things like that.
Yeah.
You can just... Your characters can still act the same, but you just they look different or different colors for them, things like that. There's even one of them, I think, is Samus inspired. You can make your character look like it's wearing a giant Samus armor.
And it's all by choice. It's not something, in order to get this, you have to do this.
Right.
Now, what makes
this is a little different.
Exactly.
No,
this is a little different. But
they're literally taking your wallets and they're treating you like they're
now this is Square Enix's decision. I know Microsoft had to announce part of it, but this is coming out on PlayStation as well as PC. So this is going to be on all three of them eventually once it comes out. So this is actually Square Enix's.
No, but
and this is not the first time they've done this either.
No, it isn't.
Sadly.
Yeah, Square, in some things, in some lines, Square is improving and getting better from where they had settled themselves into in the more recent past. But then
After what they tried with Deus Ex, they have to work really hard.
Exactly. And in other, well, in that matter, yes, they did bad. Now, telling their, like, keeping their fans updated on their progress, they're doing better on. This, they're going backwards.
Yeah.
It's like they can't make up their mind.
Who's to say that they won't make something like really, really hard and that they're going to try to push like, hey, you're having trouble? Why don't you buy some of this microtransaction stuff that'll help you get through the level easier?
That would be Candy Crush.
Or a single player.
That would be Candy Crush.
Yeah, sometimes like I'm okay with and we used to do this before. If we'd have to get a hold of a game, but like we're gonna have people over, we want to do something, we need to unlock it. You can pay a little bit to get that, or you just don't have time to put in as much time as everyone else. That's one thing. If they make it where you can reasonably play the game and actually unlock these things naturally, that's fine. You can just, I may not have as much time as you guys to play this and do all that, But
still, I don't like the fact that they keep treating
big head mode?
gamers as like
Big head
little
mode?
I don't know. I feel like I'm playing Tony Hawk.
Like wallets.
That's funny because you can't be playing Tony Hawk. It doesn't work.
Nope.
I mean, my thing is they just keep coming
never
up with
has.
these microtransaction
The old ones did.
stuff
The new ones
where
didn't.
No.
we're just treated
No,
as
but
like
there
money
was
dispensers.
There was big head mode in some of the Grand Theft as well as Tony, which is why.
There's big head mode in Arkham Knight.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, and that
No.
doesn't require a purchase. It's just
No.
a code.
No, but I remember the good Tony Hawk games. I specifically remember the Pink Elephants mission.
Tony Hawk 2 on the Dreamcast was one of my favorites because you can use Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, speaking of stuff.
There's no way to jump that. Just go
Wow.
moving on.
Yeah, just gaming stuff. So the PS4.
I'm going to say money and you move on.
Yeah, there we go. Speaking of money,
Money.
as we all know, the PS4 experienced a price drop in several locations over the past month or two. And guess who's getting it now? We are.
I was gonna say Europe,
We
but
are.
okay.
We are. The U.S. is getting a price drop on the PS4. It's now going to be $349. So, yay!
Slightly more affordable.
Basically,
But I
basically
still
the
won't be
price of a Wii U bundle at launch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's been about a year, so that normally they start off higher and then come down.
Yep.
So, now does that cover the Nathan Drake Collection edition? I think.
It might.
I'm trying to remember because I saw it earlier today. I don't remember if it was $349 or $399.
Well,
Even at $399, it's still a really
Yeah.
good deal.
Well,
But
well, I know when they do these price drops, like a year and a half, 2 years later after a console launch, typically the price drop coincides with the bundle. So if it isn't the same price, it's going to be really close to it, like maybe $375 or right at $400.
yeah,
So
I think this is still the 500 gig model as well. They're
Yes.
not doing any larger drives and
Nope.
stuff. But the nice thing about a PS4,
You can
it's
switch 'em
really
out.
easy to swap the drive.
yep, and you just transfer all your stuff.
I will give Sony that. They did really good with that with the PS3 and the PS4.
And the updates are actually pretty nice. It's
I still haven't turned mine on.
no, the stability of it is really improved, and the
It's
function.
like 4 or 5 months now.
It's functions a lot better now.
The worst thing is, though, I haven't
stickers.
turned it on 4 or 5 months. Managed to get a second controller. Whole nother thing. A friend of mine gave it
You
to
are
me. but
strange.
I know.
My turn.
Yes.
Speaking of
oh,
strange.
oh God.
Yes, this is
This is
weird.
really
This is
strange.
weird. All right, so Sega Europe Ltd.
Limited.
Okay, limited. And Sega of America are pleased to announce that Sonic Lost Worlds will be available for PC as a download from November 2nd with a fantastic pre-order incentive going live from yesterday, or is it Monday? It's probably Monday.
Yeah.
November 2nd.
Users who pre-order Sonic Lost World from participating digital retailers will receive Sonic All-Stars Racing absolutely free. So this one is weird.
Okay,
because
that's
they're
weird.
Like,
Mainly because Sonic Lost World deplorable, but Sonic All Stars Racing Transformed fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a difference on that one because
Yeah.
it was just Sonic Racing, and then the Transform was a whole new ball game.
Well, yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. I got that
Play as
for
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, I got that for
you
for
play as Metal
free.
Sonic. This one.
Yeah, I got that
Metal
for
Sonic.
free on my PlayStation Vita for the PlayStation Plus thing. It is absolutely
It's
amazing.
a little hard though.
Some
to try
things
to-
are
I'm okay
hard.
with that.
No,
I mean, it
I'm
was-
okay. I'm okay with it being hard. That means you get to play it longer and it has more replay value because
but-
you
It's
have to
a really
spend
good
more
Mario
time.
Kart alternative.
Yeah.
Honestly, it really
It
is.
really is.
Because it came out first on the Wii U,
Mm-hmm.
and we still play it on there, and we'll kind of switch it out between Mario Kart, and we'll play that if we want to have a different because it had really good multiplayer modes too.
But yeah, I like.
We're literally giving more attention to the free game than the actual.
No, this only goes to show you how terrible Sonic Lost World was. Like I love Sonic games, but that's awful.
Yeah,
It had
I-
potential, but they just
looked at it,
rushed
it
it,
was-
out there. and just didn't do it.
It's like the developers were like, well, we're halfway finished, and then the people up top were like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, good.
They're not going to care. Put it out there.
Fine.
Oh, now this is interesting to me because the voice acting community is something I'm very interested in, and I have a bunch of friends that are interested in it too. And this is something that's really big that's happening. The Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, has announced that the results of a vote to strike, with 96.52% of members voting in favor of the Interactive Media Agreement Strike authorization referendum. Now, basically, what in this grants the national board the authority to declare a strike if necessary.
So it's not saying there is a strike, just
But
they're authorized to do it.
Judging by what I've heard in the voice acting community, like on Twitter and blog interviews and stuff like that, there's a lot of them who are wanting to go on strike. I guess it's probably a combination of things, of them not getting paid enough, of them just getting called in continuously for bit parts, which actually can make you a bunch of money. But what's different about the what's in the voice acting community, what you'll notice if you play a lot of video games, if you watch a lot of animes that are dubbed, and such the like, etc. You'll notice that there are maybe 15 people in total that they use for main characters over and over and over and over again, depending on which, whether it's, Funimation.
Nolan North.
Yeah, Nolan North, yeah. That's who Sony uses a lot.
Everyone uses a lot.
Yeah.
Destiny now.
But if it's, I think, another really common voice actor, well, Vic yeah, that's how I'm going to pronounce Vic Mignogna or whatever. He's been all around all the time. Johnny Young Bosch has been around for a long time. And then there's the Tales games use the same voice actors over and over and over. Funimation has the tendency to use the same voice actors over and over and over. And because of that, the smaller one, the people who are just kind of voice actors get stuck with the NPCs all the time. So I think that might be a factor. I mean, Yuri Lowenthal, who played Sasuke in the Naruto series, and who also played another Sasuke, literally the same character almost, but in a different series called Mare, since then, I think he only gets stuck with like NPC parts and stuff, but I don't know if he's part of it or what. But basically, the referendum took place as a result of continuing negotiation with publishers such as Electronic Arts, Activision, Disney, and Warner Brothers concerning the treatment of the performers working in the video games. So, like I said, that could have to do with pay, and then time spent on it, and how hard they have to work, etc.
Yeah, stuff like that can be fine. If they're getting stuck with like NPC characters, things like that, that'd be kind of like actors complaining that Tom Cruise got this big role because he's better known. That's gonna happen. That's just a reality.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a reality. But after a while of consistently doing stuff, I can see how they get to feel a little. Well, hey, I've done this before. Now I'm stuck with these.
Well,
but
you look at Ron Howard's brother. Yeah. He's been in everything on Earth, and he's still not really.
Yeah, but that all has to go and coincide, I guess, with the treatment. Yeah. Like that sort of thing.
I mean, if you're like, say, whoever voices Link, you have to yell a lot.
Yeah, like,
and that can actually strain your voice.
Right, they have to work really hard. Yeah, well, these voice actors work really, really, really hard, and a lot of them have damaged their voice over the years because of that. And I guess that's. I mean, it comes with the territory, but at some point, it has to do with the treatment they're receiving.
Especially anime actors, because a lot of them, like, if you're talking about Attack on Titan, they yell a lot.
Yeah, so
there's a lot of yelling.
The Screen Actors Guild, the SAFG AFTRA, that's the anagram for it anyway, or whatever it's called.
That's what that is. That's an anagram. That's a long one.
Yeah, the SAG-AFTRA Interactive Committee met with publishers in February of this year to renegotiate a new agreement on the treatment of the voice actors. Earlier last month, they explained that the template for the original agreement was negotiated, and signed in the mid-1990s. So that was a while ago when things were just actually starting to gain speed. Right. So was still in place despite radical changes in what we are required to do on set and in the recording studio. So basically, they in the 1990s was when anime, video games, cartoons, and stuff were really gaining speed in terms of popularity. Were they popular already? Yes, but this was a ridiculous amount of popularity that it gained in the 90s. So I understand that the way that negotiation existed at that certain point felt probably kind of rushed, because they kind of had to rush it.
Yeah, I mean, you think about back in the early 90s, we're talking about that was what? The Super Nintendo, late original Nintendo. Voice acting was barely existing in most games.
Yeah.
I remember being surprised at just Super Metroid having like 3 lines in the opening. Blew my mind.
Yeah. So when all of a sudden they had the need, everybody had the need for voice actors, they had to negotiate something. So it was probably done very quickly and all that kind of stuff. But that existing contract agreement sort of thing
Probably outdated.
was really outdated, and
Yeah.
in it warned that it could go on strike. The organization is looking to make a number of changes to the agreement, among them including a better bonus payment plan. So pay does have to do with it, but it's just nuts. All of it's nuts.
Some of the other stuff, I remember looking into this a little bit. They're talking about like voice actors having to do like motion capture where they're speaking their lines and being recorded while they do it, things like that.
Yeah,
They're
which is
not being covered, or if they get hurt doing it. Now, if they do go on strike, people are kind of wondering like what kind of effect this could have. And if you look, almost like remember the Writers Guild strike from a couple years ago,
Where all the
that pretty
episodes
much-
sucked.
That pretty much killed Heroes. It literally killed Heroes because they had to just go with what they could get instead of doing their original plan. This could, depending on how the strike goes or what they're allowed to release, could delay or pretty much remove
All
a
silent
lot of games
protagonists.
coming out for certain ones.
Yeah,
Everybody
I mean, think
gets to
about
be
like
a
just
silent.
something like Star Wars Battlefront.
right.
The voice actors from that, I mean, because it's Disney's
Disney,
mentioned
yeah.
in here. That's all the
Yeah.
ones from Star Wars as well as that. That could delay or stop that from coming out until this is resolved.
Right. At this point, I think the agreement right now is only going to quote unquote affect video game voice actors. It didn't explicitly say whether or not it included other properties that were part of the companies that were mentioned. Like Disney and Warner Bros. Also does cartoons, and I know Activision kind of produced cartoons at some point.
Well, a lot of
So-
those, like even a lot of the Star Wars games, people will play the games and think, oh, wow, that was, they got the guys back playing their voices. No, that's actually other actors doing them. Most of the time,
Right.
James Earl Jones has not come back and done the voice of Darth Vader for any of these games recently. They have a different actor that does it specifically for the game. So it could be affected for that.
And for EA
there's
specifically, they do a lot of movie games, so they could never get almost the entire voice cast back. They were lucky to get any of the voice cast for the Harry Potter movies back.
The one I just got back into town yesterday and picked up my Transformers Devastation, and that has pretty much everyone that's still alive doing their original voices from the Transformers cartoon. And some, I swear, they took clips from the ones that had died and brought them back in there because it all sounds exactly how it originally was. So they're doing a lot more work with voice acting, so they need to be able to be compensated correctly and taken care of properly.
Right.
So yeah.
So yeah.
Not to downplay it, but yeah, it's important.
There's
Okay.
that news.
So-
Also, something from Hyrule Warriors' precious scarf that's still here next to me. A Skull Kid has been confirmed for
As a character.
as a character, as a playable character. It's a playable character. There's a difference. He has been revealed. That is all we know as of right now.
Well, they
He'll be
also
playable.
showed off Ghost Ganon, which is
as
actually
a boss, I think.
No, it's an actual character as well, though, because it's from what I've seen, it's specifically the version from Four Swords, which everyone's kind of curious about, of why they're stating it's from Four Sword Adventures, because that is considered canon, even though it's kind of an oddball game.
That is an oddball
That's
game.
where Vati, the Picori sword and stuff like that comes from.
Well, Vati was in Minish Cap as well.
Yeah,
Afterwards.
Minish Cap
Yep.
and Four Sword, same
Universe.
timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of where he came from.
Okay, cool.
He was sealed into it.
I liked Vati. He was
And the
interesting.
fun thing is, once this comes out, all these characters are supposed to be transferable back to Hyrule Warriors on Wii U as well.
Yeah.
So the more they announce,
$40
go for it. This is
DLC.
the
more
more
that
the
can-
merrier.
It's
So
$40 DLC for me, really. That's what,
I mean, it's a whole new game. It's a portable version.
yeah, but I don't really know if I want a portable Hyrule Warriors. I
So-
have it at home.
I think we should save.
Jeremy's like,
I think we should save this next bit of news for the nerd vocab after the break.
yeah, we could do that.
I
It kind
agree
of
with
fits
that.
in with technology and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Sure.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm glad you approved of my suggestion.
She didn't really give you much of a choice.
I know. Well. All right, so the song we're going to play during a little break is Satellite by Rise Against. And as we mentioned before, we'll talk about technology and stuff up next. And the Nerd Vocab. And we'll be right back here on the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio.
All right. Welcome back to the Nerd Edification Hour here at Alternation Radio. I'm Jeremy, and to my left,
I'm Rachel.
and sitting across from us,
I have Caleb.
You have
I
Caleb.
have Caleb.
yeah, you're not talking anymore. All right.
Your speaking privileges have
here.
been removed.
Caleb is here, and Caleb will speak on the radio.
Okay,
Fair
so
enough. All right.
Caleb will allow Jeremy to speak about the nerd vocab.
yes, tell us the nerd vocab, sir.
All right, so the nerd vocab for today is physics.
Physics.
The branch
Ooh.
of science concerned with the nature and properties of matter and energy. The subject matter of physics, distinguished from that of chemistry and biology, includes mechanics, heat, light, and other radiation, sound, electricity, magnetism, and the structure of atoms.
Games have in-game physics.
Yes, they do.
They do.
Yes.
They do now. They used to be horrible.
And yeah. Oh no. And sometimes they glitch out or are kind of still horrible.
I love those.
Yeah, and it's I break physics all the time in games. I'm just
Oh,
like,
yes.
how did I do? I don't even know. Or when you kill an enemy and then all of a sudden they're like all flailing all around.
How about this, Rachel?
Yeah.
You cannot change the laws of physics, but apparently you can change ownership of it. What's going on?
Oh.
Man.
Wow.
You can.
That's deep.
You can. Okay.
That's pretty deep, Jeremy.
So
Jeez.
Microsoft announced that it has purchased Havok, which is a I guess it's a.
You want me to do this?
It's a
No,
physics
go ahead.
engine.
It's a 3D
yeah.
physics middleware, basically portfolio or a language for CPU manufacturer Intel. In a message posted to its corporate blog this morning, they announced that. According to the synopsis posted on Havok's official site, Havok Physics offers the fastest, most robust collision detection and physical simulation technology available, which is why it has become the gold standard within the games industry and has been used by leading game developers in over 400 launch titles and many more in development.
This is a really popular engine.
Just to say, the range of games that can do everything from backyard wrestling to it was the physics engine for Half-Life 2, the Halo series, Devil May Cry.
Yeah. So what makes games so lifelike when you play them? Havok.
Yeah, the Havok.
Havok was an independent company when Intel purchased it back in 2007, at which time it became Intel's wholly owned subsidiary. Now, I guess Microsoft just really wanted it, and so they purchased
They
it.
said, hey, look, this is popular. We want it.
Yeah.
Kind of like Disney.
I think they're going to end up
It's
doing kind of like
popular, we want it.
Minecraft. They're just going to make money off what everyone uses it. Because I'm looking down here and like, pretty much Valve, this is all they use. All of Half-Life's used it, Team Fortress, all of Portal, Dota, all of Left 4 Dead.
Wow.
That's
Just
yeah.
randomly flipping through this list and just laughing at the games that are here. Hey, Saints Row.
Yeah, there's so many of them. I think like at
Harry
least
Potter.
Yeah. Some of my favorite games that I played on the PS2 and the GameCube had stuff having to do with Havok. So
Yeah, I mean, it's been around
Havok
for a while.
stabilizes a lot.
yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh, all important Carnival games.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh,
Wii.
oh yeah.
Used to have-
You can't leave that one out. That's
No.
very important.
But speaking of Microsoft, at its recent hardware event, Microsoft unveiled its new Surface Pro 4 and showed off its new Surface Pen, which it claims is the best stylus to date. So it's going up against Apple Pencil 324 fight.
Oh
Fight.
boy. All right.
Fight.
Which it's
Pencil
going to
fight.
be another one of the Wacom pens is what it is. It's just that it has integrated.
While it looks very similar to the Surface Pro 3 pen, the new Surface Pen has been substantially improved over its predecessor. It comes in 5 different colors. Okay, Apple. Apple, are you pulling a page out of Apple's book?
They're all
Because
shades
I
of
think they
gray.
are. Oh. And it will come with an interchangeable pen tips for different styles of writing and drawing. Now that's cool.
That's-
The one I have now, I have just the tablet. I can do that, and that's one thing that was kind of missing from using it on the Surface. So that's awesome.
And that will be really, really, really useful for animators and people who draw digitally instead of having to be stuck using the Wacom tablet and all that kind of stuff.
Well, not even that. It's what it is it still functions exactly the same.
Yeah.
But now you can have it where it's
Different
like a
width.
marker edge,
Yeah.
or it can be, a felt tip pen.
Yeah,
or,
different widths, different consistencies that you don't have to change in the computer.
Even
the computer
paintbrush.
the computer will automatically detect it, which is awesome. It comes with 1,024 points of pressure and is magnetized, so it can be stored right on the top of your Surface Pro 4. The new stylus even comes with an eraser on the top,
Yep.
for which Microsoft device chief Panos Panay?
Yeah.
Panay? I don't know. It sounds like he needs to go to Panera. Remarked, it's kind of funny. There's a pencil out there without an eraser. Oh, so much sass, man.
Once again, this was
Talk about
firing
throwing.
on the Wacom.
Talk about
Fire.
throwing shade.
Oh, man.
As As with Surface Pro 3 Pen, the Surface Pen can be double-clicked to open OneNote, and if you hold down the pen eraser, it will activate Cortana. Ooh.
It's going to start talking to you. You're going to sit there and just chewing your pencil eraser and be like,
Hey.
Although it isn't rechargeable like the Apple Pencil, the battery in the Surface Pen will last for 1 year. The Surface Pen will come with the Surface Pro 4, which will be available on October 26th for $900. Mm-hmm. So pretty much the cost of my desktop computer.
Which, I mean, these things are getting to be that point.
They are.
The Surface ones.
They're going to be, I'm
really
beginning to
PCs.
think that they're going to replace laptops at some point.
Yeah,
I pretty much already used mine.
Yeah,
as
I think
that.
they're already starting to.
What was really cool is when they just talked about this earlier this week, a bunch of my friends are musicians, and they use a program on tablets. They like to use tablets because they can, write on them and stuff and handwrite the music like, they did back in the day, but digitally, and then just convert them to what they look like when printed.
I saw a video on that actually, and they were making notes.
And it looks so cool.
Yeah, they did a thing, and then it went poof, and it made a note.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, that's pretty epic.
Yep.
And they also announced a new version of its fitness tracker during the special launch event during
More
New York.
wearable technology.
Yay. It's called Microsoft Band. Again, it's just, it's whatever. I don't know. It starts to ship to the States from October 30th for $249. I don't.
Wow,
I don't know. I mean, I'm not really interested in it, man. I'm just gonna.
But they're kind of neat for a lot of the smartwatches and things they can do. It's just they're pretty much being like Apple, where it's just like it's iPhone.
Yeah, I mean,
just keep the same name. And
they name off a bunch of specs, like it has a curved screen, it has Gorilla Glass 3. I mean, it's
That
a pretty.
stuff's
It's got a JIPS.
Yeah, it's a GPS in it. It's
a JIPS.
Yeah.
Call it JIPS.
It's made for runners and things like that, where it can be used to
if you
track
work
your
out.
pace, track your where you're going, things like that.
Yeah,
It's for those fitness people that want to use it. It's not meant for just everyday use like a normal watch.
Right. It's interesting. I don't know.
It'll even keep track of your golf stuff.
Okay.
When you golf, it'll keep track of that. And Rachel, I know you like to golf a lot.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you know it. But you know what? I can picture government officials' aides picking this because they sometimes play a few holes if the government folks are at the the club visiting and stuff, and they're
Or if the
off doing their own
government
thing,
shuts down.
or that right, or just people. Basically, the entire state of California, they got rain the other day. If you guys saw,
Yay!
Yeah.
And then it all washed away because there's been no rain, so the ground's dry. and
I'm
just-
pretty sure. Yeah, if I remember correctly, Markiplier's house actually kind of flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really, really mad.
I actually saw that video.
He was very upset. I'm not going to say what he said.
No.
Words were said.
Words were said, yes.
There were words about the water.
And my microphone's a little loud. Okay.
Well, you're loud.
I am loud. You're
She
right.
is very loud.
I am. But yeah. Oh.
Now she just went away.
Oh my.
There.
Okay, Jeremy, tell us about this Lexus thing.
Well, you can build a lot of things out of cardboard, but Lexus is probably the first to build a working electric car out of it. The car maker, or rather the 5-person team from Laser Cut Works and Scales and Models, took on the project to celebrate how talented they are, while also proving how much work and dedication goes into making a Lexus. The team, which also works on Lexus production line, spent 3 months and 1,700 laser-cut cardboard sheets to build a cardboard version of the IS Saloon. People can drive it as well, all thanks to its electric motor.
So took on the project to celebrate how talented they are. Excuse me, conceited?
Yeah, but they did manage to make an electric car out of cardboard, so kind of earned.
I know someone who would be impressed, maybe. Tom and you. And,
I'm impressed.
yeah. I don't know, but that was a little conceited though, man.
Is it any cheaper than the regular car? Because I might want to look into that.
Well, it's an electric car, and by
For
default,
more of a short-term or disposable vehicle, like in areas where it's like dry and things like that, that's
like California.
Actually, well, not right now, but
no, California was on fire not too long ago, so
It still is.
yeah, it's
car's
still
on fire.
Even
yeah.
after it rained, it's still on fire.
Yeah, it's still a little.
Why would anybody
smoldering.
want to live in California? Like seriously,
it's not that bad.
No, it's not.
It's actually really nice
It's
out there.
It's nice there.
I've had
yeah.
to spend some time out there.
I have friends who live there, so I'm.
See, you just said it like I had to spend some time out there.
Well, yeah, I was stuck out there for like 6 or 7 months.
Exactly, you said you were
My
stuck there.
family was here. I wanted to come home. They're
But
being
yeah.
jerks about it.
No, that's pretty much our technology news this week. It's
Which
been
is actually pretty much it.
yeah, it's been
I
it's
got
been
chibi.
yes, you do. It's been a very interesting week this week. It has.
So, since that's the end of the show, we're going to end it a little bit early because Rachel has a thing she's got to go do.
I do. I got some meeting.
Yeah. But before we go, let us do our social plugs. Check us out. Look us up on Facebook. Just look at the Nerd Edification Hour. And then
Tell your friends and your family and your children.
Yeah. And I don't want to say anything, but I might be starting a Tumblr account for the show or my YouTube channel because I need more social media stuff in my life, apparently.
Obviously.
Rachel, where else can they find us?
You can also find us on Twitter, and that's just Nerd Edification. We post there occasionally. And then also on YouTube, and that's Strangely Entertaining, capital S, capital E. You can also watch Caleb's videos on there. Yep. And if you are tuning in live right now on AM 1480 or HD3, you can also catch us on channel, 5 or 6?
Yes.
Depending on whether you have Comcast or WOW. And that's in the Panama City area. So, hooray!
Yep,
and if you're tuning into those right now, you can still watch us.
Yeah, just stay right there. Don't touch that remote. I always wanted to say
Don't touch
that.
your dial.
Even though we're on the radio.
No.
All right.
And, yep, that's pretty much it.
What is our song for the end?
Not mine.
I got 2 ending songs.
No, wait. We have to promote Zen's Path.
I thought I was being cut off here. What's the
Go ahead.
You can find me at Zenspath on Twitter. That's usually the easiest way to talk with me. I'm always on there. Facebook, you can look us up for Zenspath. And then our YouTube page, which we're trying to get more videos put up, is Zenspath COM.
Hooray!
Because, can't put the period.
And now what's our song?
Now
you can move along now.
Now we got Super Fighting Robot X and Wolfie Neo Chase from Freedom Planet. So there you go.
Hooray!
Yay. Till next week, stay fancy.
Bye-bye.
Peace.